Beautiful evening from India and welcome to Global Talk Show by Business Power Academy, Netherlands. And today we have a great guest from India, none other than Dr. Masuda Yasmin. Welcome, Dr. Masuda, to our show today.
Thank you so much, Supriya. And it's my pleasure to be here. I have been watching your show and it's really awesome.
Well, Dr. Masuda needs not any introduction because she's a global personality and she's doing a fabulous work in founder and CEO of Global Foundation for Education and Research. And of course, her tremendous hard work, which is paying a global respect from across the globe. I can say this word. And before I speak much about her, let's take this journey on. And I am so super excited to host her today. And as usual, my global audience wants to know more about you, more about your incredible work from you, Dr. Masuda.
Thank you so much, Supriya, Dr. Supriya, for inviting me here. And let me start with the journey I started nearly 14 years back. I started my work as a school teacher and as tuition tutor. It was like it was 14 years back, I started with that 2,000 rupees as my income. And gradually, because I had a urge for learning, that I wanted to learn and wanted to do something different, something in a different way that can create an impact, not only in my life, but to the life of the in the life of the people also. After a hardcore journey of 3 to 4 years, after that I could open my schools, and after that the journey continued. I had an urge for early childhood education. That is, I was very much into love with it because it was something that I was enjoying, but that was in my background. My parents wanted me to become a doctor, and I was least interested in that because all my cousins and everyone are into medical fields. Some are doctors, maximum are into medical fields. So they wanted me that I should go for either medical or engineering or something like that. But I chose microbiology because I was least interested in medical. But I was like feeling that this is not what I was made for. This is something that many are doing. So I wanted to do something that would give me joy and satisfaction so that I would love my job and take it to another level. When I started my school and preschool, it was like I was, as a profession, it was also that I had to look after my formal school also. I have to look after my preschool also. But I enjoyed being with the kids. I enjoyed the preschool sector more than the formal one. After that, I started my teachers training institutions and teachers training workshops. Until now, my team and I had trained, it's more than 4 lakh teachers whom we have trained. So after that, it was like a small initiative. We were working in the state, and after that we started working in neighboring states. Like I'm placed at West Bengal, so we started our work at Bihar and Jharkhand. After that, Odisha, and finally it was COVID that actually was a boon, and we got connected to so many educators with a common vision. And my vision was always to bring a renaissance in early childhood education, because I could see a global challenge that we have in this sector, and we just neglect out the early childhood education, which is one of the vital one. It is the foundation of education system. It is the scaffold actually, and we just skip it out. So I could found a global crisis, and I started working on it. I started my research work on it. I started working on all the government policies that are that were for the early childhood education sector, and gradually we launched Global Foundation for Early Childhood Education and Research, where we are into teachers training, which was one of the part that we all have in maximum of the schools. You will find that teachers are trained. BA teachers are there for the higher sections, there are DLED teachers for the higher sections, but for pre-primary teachers, it's just anyone can be a pre-primary teacher, because even schools thought that it is only about teaching ABCD to a 3-year-old child. So from my perspective, it was not teaching ABCD to a 3-year-old child. It was about the holistic development of the child. And when 90% of the brain development takes place before the age of 6 years, so how can we skip this vital age? So I started working on it, and the first crisis was on the teachers, because we don't have trained teachers in the sector. So we started with the workshops. We started conducting workshops, and generally we have good trainers and training institution at metro cities or big cities, tier 1 city, but at India, in tier 2 city or in rural areas, suburban areas, you will find that we don't have that scope. So what we thought, that we have to focus, if we want to bring a change, we have to focus not only on the tier 1 cities, but tier 2 cities, tier 3 cities, suburban areas, rural areas, and everywhere. So we started our workshops at tier 2 and tier 3 cities, basically. And now it's like the journey is going on. And we are into curriculum development. We are trying to bring a global platform where the curriculum is of international standard, but as the father of curriculum pistology said, we cannot copy and paste the curriculum of one culture or nation and paste it in another. So it's very like wrong saying when schools or anyone says that we are following UK curriculum, we are following Finland curriculum, because it won't suit completely to Indian curriculum. So we have came out with a notebook curriculum for India that is basically designed for the Indian mindset, Indian culture and language, and the people here out here. And we are trying to collaborate with government also, so that we can take up the Anganwadis on private-public partnership mode, and we can work on improvement of the quality of education, care, nutrition, health care there in that sector also, government Anganwadis.
Wow, this is fantastic work, Dr. Masuda, which you are doing. And I was just spellboundly. I was listening to you, what kind of work you people are doing. And first of all, I really, really appreciate your work which you're doing day and night together with your team, and early child education, which you people are into. This is really great, because nobody is thinking for these kind of things in today's scenario. Everybody is busy in their some or other projects, but this should not be missed. And this, what you have done till now. So this is really great and an incredible journey, I must say. This word is really, adding the beautifying of your personality too. Well, Dr. Masuda, this was not at all easy for a woman to take on this journey. And for this, I would like to know what kind of challenges you had faced in your life up to coming to this level of your life. Yeah.
Yes, as a woman, we have so many challenges. We have to take care of the family. We have to take care of the household also. We have so many work. Even if we are working, we are going somewhere, we are expected to make parathas before going there to work. So, so it wasn't that easy, but as we all know that womanhood has a special power. We all are like, when we depict a picture of Durga, she has so many hands, and this is what this is power of every woman, because we are multitasker. We can do anything and everything, which becomes impossible for a man with same potential and same what to say, uh, like qualities or qualifications. That becomes too difficult for a man, but for women everything is possible if mindset set is there. So many pullbacks when yes, you should be limited to your nearby areas. You should not think of global sector. You should think of only your maximum to your state, nothing more than that. There were so many people telling me this, and I wanted to prove everyone wrong.
Wow, this is really amazing. You know, the real woman.
And now we are working in 5 countries and 19 states.
Wow, this is super awesome, Dr. Masuda. And yes, the way you told me about your journey, especially challenges, yes, it's not easy for a woman to take care of her household things or personal things and professional things. And then you were moving forward to your journey. That is really, really commendable. I must use this word, commendable, as you were approaching towards your goal. And that is very, very important for you to move forward in your life. So again, congratulations and thank you so much for this inspiring answer. Well, moving to this journey of Global Talk Show with Dr. Masuda, which is very, very inspiring and motivating to people. Global audience are getting lot of inspiration and lot of zeal to get back to their work, even though they have lost it. So thank you so much for once again coming to our show. And Dr. Masuda, I would love to know about your children, which you said child education, which you people are working. What kind of work are you taking into, and which things you are taking into consideration?
First, we are taking into consideration that, to train the teachers in this sector. That is this, it is very vital, because if we don't have a trained teacher in this sector, it would be only teaching ABCD to or 1 2 3 4 to a child of 3 to 6 years. It won't get more than that. We need trained teacher who can understand that how the world is changing, and we now need to move from 20th century schooling to 21st century education system. The skill sets that are required in the child, that has to be inculcated in the child right from the beginning, has to be like very different from how we were taught and how we were prepared in our school days. Because if you see, maximum of the jobs, that is database jobs, won't be there in next coming few years. Banking, insurance, many jobs which are data based. There would be recessions. We need to robotics have reached the classrooms in the school. So how can we expect that after 20 years we would be moving with same systems? We have to prepare students who can be creator of robots. We have to create students who can instruct the robot, who can take up the 21st century challenges and make their life successful. And even so, for that we need to first train the teachers who can create because they are like creating the scaffolds. And after that, the higher education system is giving the polishing part. So we have to create the scaffolds. The teacher training is a mandatory one. Second is curriculum was much needed. There was a much needed in Indian curriculum in our country. So we are working into this. We are working for the underprivileged. We are trying to connect with government for collaboration of Anganwadis so that we can bring the quality in irrespective of from which financial background the child belongs to. Secondly, we are trying to inculcate in our curriculum subjects that will have an effect longer, like For example, if you see moral education, it starts from class 1 and till class 8, it's one of the main subjects. But if you actually see how the moral education is delivered in the classroom, it's like a English chapter, literature chapter with question answers. It's not a practical thing where the child can actually learn something morally. The motto of that is motto of value education. It should be more of practical knowledge. For example, we have brought this in pre-primary sector only. And what we are doing, the moral education is completely practical based. For example, every morning a child comes to the class and he starts appreciating his peermates. So every day he or she has to find something new about her or his classmate, which is good in the child. So every day, instead of searching something bad or something, we are finding some good things. So we start neglecting the wrong things or bad things about people. This is one. And when suppose I'm appreciating Supriya every day, and every day, the child will have a feeling, the social bond will be stronger, that yes, this child is appreciating me every day, and I must, yes, I must confess that he is my friend, true friend, and something, the bond becomes stronger. So this can be a part of value education that can be done practically in the classrooms. Similarly, there we can take up like certain things, cognitive skill development things, which can be done in the early childhood, pre-coding skills that can be inculcated in the child right from the beginning. It's not only the coding that we are learning. Coding is a skill that has to be understood from beginning. And that is what odd one out. It's how we follow the pattern, how we create the pattern, how we follow the things. It's something like that. So it has to be done in a different way. So we are taking up these challenges so that we can bring something better for the society.
Superb one, Dr. Masuda. And your work is really greatest of the world. I must use this word because the
Thank you
way
so
you
much.
people are doing, day and night, hard work, perseverance, dedication. And most important thing I really loved about your work is not giving up on your dreams. That is very important. Constantly and consistently. That is very, very essential part of any work which you are doing for the society or for the early child education. And I wish you all the best, heartfelt gratitude
Thank
to
you
you
so much.
and your work. And next time when we are meeting, it is going to be more laurels, it's bring more laurels to your work and more appreciation. So that's
Thank
really
you so
wonderful.
much.
Well, moving to this lovely course of Global Talk Show, I would love to know, along with my global audience, what is Dr. Masuda mission and what she's waiting for her coming years.
Yes, my mission, as I'm very clear that we are on a mission on bringing a renaissance in early childhood education, care, research worldwide. We are into something creating an impact. That is, when we say early childhood education, it needs, there are so many problems, there are so many challenges, we are working on it. And that is my mission, that we can bring a renaissance in this sector. Because and I strongly believe we have, it's not just my work, it's like a teamwork. We are a team of many people, and everyone on same mission, and we strongly believe that I can make a change, you can make a change, but together we can create a impact, sorry.
Wow, this is really, and together, and if I talk about you, Dr. Masuda, You are creating a great change in today's society, in today's world, and you have connected across globally. And the work which you're doing is really inspiring millions. That is, share your life story experience, which we are into working. So, great thanks to you. And before I move into a journey and say goodbye to my audience and you, I would love to know your beautiful message, which is still waiting.
My only message is I can make a difference, you can make a difference, but together we can create an impact, and let's create that impact everywhere. Let's now talk. Junior Holics and Bonvita Little Champ talks about those से 5 साल के बच्चों के लिए brain development. Now let the early childhood educators say talk about 2 से 5 साल के बच्चों के लिए brain development. So this is what I want to convey.
Wow, this is awesome, solid, power-packed, message you have given. And it is not only to the Indian people you have given, Indian audience, but globally across connected you have given. And I'm so happy to host you today. Thank you so much for coming to our show and enlightening this beautiful evening, morning, and noon across the globe. Thank you once again, Dr. Masuda.
It was my pleasure. Dr. Supriya, you are doing an awesome work, and I really appreciate your work. Thank you so much for inviting me to your global talk show, and best wishes for your next sessions.
Thank you so much, Dr. Masuda. And of course, thank you so much, my global audience, for loving, for supporting. So keep doing that. Don't forget, stay happy, hail and hearty. Bye-bye from now.